안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 리안입니다.
Hello.
Okay, yes. Before we get into this, Lou sent me some voice notes yesterday that I feel need to be shared. So you can see what I live with every single day. The persuasive manner in which this is how she coaxes me to do anything relating to BTS. I'm going to play this because you probably don't remember how insane you sound when you send me voice notes.
I'm crazy. Like, you see the more sane person on the screen during these react videos. But yeah, we're both crazy weirdos. So
Okay, here's your voice note from last night.
We are doing chicken noodle soup by Jacob, and we are doing Danger because it's my most absolute go-to debut kind of era song from BTS that freaking kicks ass.
Were you on sugar
It is
last
the
night?
best song ever. I gave it in the car, and it is so freaking awesome.
I was blasting
We are
it in
doing
my
Danger,
car.
girl, and you ain't gonna avoid it, not at all. Catchy bar. Okay, I'm all Danger hyped up. BTS has hyped me up, so I'm excited for tomorrow.
That was only 3 of the 7 voice notes you sent me last night.
I was like, you can hear I'm like getting in and out of my house. I was leaving the house and I was like, oh, danger. And then I played in the car and then I came back home and I was like,
There was like a big line of voice notes and they were all equally psycho. And I was like, so she's excited for tomorrow then.
Oh my God, we're so weird. We're so weird.
Correction, you are so weird. You're in this weirdness thing yourself with this. These were not my voice notes. These are yours. Okay.
Oh, I love the song so much. You have no idea. So we are doing Danger today, the MV.
Okay. The video is ready.
It's ready. I'm so excited. This is like if I want to get hyped up, this is my song. This is it. Like, if I want to get in a good mood and I'm not in such a good mood, I just put this on and I blast it. Mostly in my car. Like, I just ride around my town with this blasting out of my car. It's so good. As you can see how it hypes me up from the voice notes.
Let's get into it. It's Danger by BTS.
Okay.
That's a very Michael Jackson introduction.
It is.
Kind
That's
of
what I
reminds me a
love
little
about
bit
it.
like Backstreet Boys' Backstreet Back song. Backstreet Back.
Yeah.
That one.
It
That's,
totally does. It totally does. And the other thing I love about this is like, I know that, I don't know if J-Hope even did it intentionally, but he sung with, what's his name? Cole. You know, you haven't seen that song, I don't think.
like,
Sorry, never mind. But he has a similar like viewpoint camera angle on that times on like the subway or train lines or something, and I'm sure he's pulling back to this. But in any case, I just love the way they lay out this MV. It's really good.
So far, it's very Michael Jackson, aka Backstreet Boys.
It's a very dancey dance MV, lots of choreography. So
okay.
You're in danger. You're in danger. You're in danger. You're in danger. 맨날 이런색 너는 너 나는 나 너의 공색 핸드폰은 장색 내 남친이 맡긴 한
Adam's hair, though.
I know. I like it though. It's like very James Deany. It's like
It is, but he definitely went through an era of trying out hair that just...
it's puffy.
He likes his
Puffy
tall
hair.
hair, let's say.
Tall
but just-
hair,
he
puffy
likes his
hair.
tall hair. It's not that he needed to add in more height, but he's given himself like 5 extra inches. But
He's
he
already
suits
tall.
blonde,
He doesn't need
though. like Jen did, he suits the blonde.
He does suit the blonde.
아니 I'm sick 왜 숙제처럼 표현들을 밀어 우리 무슨 business 아님 내가 싫어 덩덩 되게 덩덩 좀 살가워져라 오늘도 또 주문을 빌어 우린 평행선 같은 곳을 보지만은 다르지 난 나밖에 없는데 왜 나밖에 있는 것만 같은지 공하면 넌 물어 삐쳤니 나 삐지겠던 적이나 있었니 너 귀여니 나 지몸이 생기길 네가 다 사랑하는 기적이 내가 없는데 난 너로 가득해 미칠 것 같아
I'm starting to think Jen and I have been on the same hair journey. I also have had that exact hair color.
You kind of still do on the top.
It's more pink now, but that color there was the color of hair I had from the age of 17 to 18.
He looks so good here though. Like look how good that it suits his skin tone so
It
well.
does. It does. That was my actual jam. That was my mulberry hair
The
phase.
mulberry hair phase. I've also been through a mulberry hair phase.
근데 왜 이러는데 왜 밤을 만들어 나 이제 경고해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 나 도대체 내가 뭐야 나만의 날 갖고 노는 거야 너 지금 위험해 왜 나를
That bridge. Na, 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 na. That is such a cool bridge. I was not expecting that. And that, I like that. That I like.
This song is so addictive.
Sorry. I like that bridge.
And Jimin shouting in this is like, it's amazing. I love this so much. It's my favorite.
You like it? I would never know.
왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 나 도대체 내가 뭐야 나만의 날 갖고 노는 거야 너 지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마 연락해준 연락해준 너라 여자 분심을 수색중 고작 보내준 게 문자 두세 줄 이게 내가 바랬던 연애
Why does J-Hope look like J-Hope of now? Like, what happened? Was he a time traveler? In that little clip there, it was like, wait, what's happened? That's not old J-Hope, that's this J-Hope.
It's not baby J-Hope.
He looks so, like, current.
You don't.
바람만장 럽소리 다 어디 갔나 드라마 나온 주인공들 다 저리 가너 때문에 수백 번 젖잡는 머리카락 넌 당당 그저 당당 낯을 빵빵 money 난 내게 money 너보다 네 친구에게 전해든 내 소식 원해 너를 원해 너란 여잔 사기꾼 내 맘을 흔든 범인 우리 붙기 전부터 내 맘 다 쓰고 일방적인 구애들 해봤자 헛수고 너에게 난 그저 연인이 아는 우정이 패를 쓸지도 몰라
I want Sugar's jacket. I
So
want
cool.
that jacket. Like, that is I need that one. Not like the one he's wearing, but that. Like,
That type of
style.
jacket.
Yeah.
You
like,
just got crooked out of a jacket on freaking Etsy.
I
So-
know. I just bought a leather jacket and it came and it was totally destroyed and I had to get my money back. So now, Sugar,
eBay.
please give me that jacket, okay? I want that one.
내가 없는데 난 너로 가득해 미칠 것 같아 근데 왜 이러는데 왜 밤을 만들어 나 이제 경고해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 나 도대체 내가 뭐야 맘만
this is my jam. This is my jam.
I like it. I like it. I like that bridge. That is the most addictive bridge. That is going to haunt this. As long as it takes away your tear every morning, I'm all for it, okay?
That sounds like a walking
너
dog.
지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 나의 난 도대체 내가 뭐야 나만의 날 갖고 노는 거야 너 지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마
Okay, that was such a vibe. Did you even get any of the lyrics in that?
I got bits and pieces about them. You're too bad for me and stuff. They're totally grungy and like badass in that video. It's really hard to watch the lyrics when they're bouncing around looking so badass.
And we'll have to go back over the lyrics and just so you can see the meaning of the song. But yeah, it is so grungy and so cute and so addictive.
It's
like-
funny because some of them definitely look slightly older than their debut song, and J-Hope was like current J-Hope. It was really like confusing because he just there was a clip in there where I was just like, wait, he's aged like so fast.
I think they changed his hair as well. He's like looks really good the way
I
they
think it was
styled
the
his hair.
clothing style too. He looked more like current JK in these clothing style in a few of the like choreo clips.
Yeah.
Rather than
Totally.
sports gear, gangsta, like R&B that they all
Bandana.
they've
Yeah.
definitely all been through some hair journeys and some guy liner.
It's so cute.
I don't think they've got a single bad look in
No.
their like catalogue of previous styles. They're just funnier ones and cuter ones, and like they definitely have grown more into their style now. They definitely look better now than they did then, although they were very cute back then.
Yeah, and there's a very definite demarcation between debut BTS and modern BTS. I think it was around the time when they did I Need You, is that they like basically separated out two different styles. So they became more, and like we'll get to that, but they became more relatable fashion wise. Like in the beginning, it was a rebellious, kind of grungy, like dark. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
you see
they
the R&B hip hop thing has totally been pushed into their style in the beginning. Like it was their
Yeah.
whole like thing.
Exactly. It was the hip hop, and it was like even their, I think, is it their second album? Army, correct me, because I'm not very knowledgeable yet on albums, but I think Dark and Wild so embodies this energy. I think is Danger from Dark and Wild, or is it from Too Cool for School? I think it's Dark and Wild. I'm not sure, but that's like you can see the name of the album, the bulletproof stuff. It's all a very dark, grungy, and then they separate from that around the I Need You kind of era. And they move, I don't know what that album's called. I apologize, Army. I'm like still not an expert, but they move, you can see a separation in style. So right now we're going through like some of their earlier songs. So you're definitely going to see that like grungy dark, but I love that part of them. Like, I think like it's just, it really makes you like want to get up and just go like do something. You know what I mean? It's just so hypey and addictive, and I just love Danger so much. One of my favorite songs. I love it.
I'm going to start it again and this time read the lyrics, and so
Okay.
you can dance to it this time, Lou, uninterrupted.
Yeah, I should stand and dance, but I'll like scare people away if I do that.
Louise is the bestest dancer in the world.
No, I'm not. I'm a giraffe. I'm not.
Whenever Louise sends me videos of her dancing, they make me laugh my day away. They're the happiest thing to watch.
I'm not a dancer. I'm just going to say that, but I don't care. I don't care if I'm a bad singer. I don't care if I'm a bad dancer.
You bring joy with your dancing.
Only one of us can be freaking pop idols, okay? So
Listen, I may have went to dance classes and did choreo and was an idol and had to learn routines. It doesn't mean I'm very good at it. Okay. I can hold my own freestyle, but when it comes to I'm a slow ass learner with choreo. It like takes me an age to remember it unless it's my own choreo, then I'm quick. But yeah, your dancing brings joy. There's nothing more entertaining than watching Lou dance. So I'm gonna put this on to dance while I read the lyrics, okay?
go for it. Do it.
Have
Do it.
have fun. You feel free to get up and go dance your wee little heart out.
I'm not gonna get up, but I'll be there. And push my chair back. Oh, pause for a second.
Yeah.
Side note, when they did the making of this, V was wearing like clip-in extension things to cut
Yeah.
because he cuts his fringe, his bangs, his fringe. He cut his hair as well. He was so mortified and upset. He cut his hair too. He like just totally savaged it.
That would be something you would do.
I know. Okay,
Actually, that would
continuing
also
on.
be something I would do. I accidentally, see, when I was a teenager, my friends were smokers. I didn't smoke, right? I've never been a smoker, but I had nice, you remember the 90s, we all had nice bangs. My friend asked me to light her cigarette for her, and I leaned over and I was too close, and I set my fringe on fire, and it burned so fast because I had hairspray in it, it took off my whole fringe. And I had to shave this area of my hair because it was like curly stubble. And it took so long to grow in that the teachers at school started calling me Spike because as it grew in, it would stick straight up because I've got Asian hair. So it grew in straight up and everyone at school called me Spike.
Oh
So
my
yeah.
god, I would die. That was
It was
so
literally
funny.
like this whole area here, though an entire fringe. I set fire to my hair.
I could dedicate hours to funny hair stories, but that's hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, especially when the name Spike followed me for like 3 years of my school life. My teachers.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
ready to
Okay.
dance.
Okay, lyrics, girl. Focus on the lyrics, not the magnetic men.
Michael Jackson.
You're in danger. You're in danger. You're in danger. You're in danger. 맨날 이번색 너는 너 나는 나 너의 공색 핸드폰은 장색 내 남친이 맡긴 하니 I'm sick 왜 숙제처럼 표현들은 밀어 우리 무슨 business 아님 내가 싫어 던던 되게 던던 좀 살가워져라 오늘도 또 주문을 빌어 우린 평행선 같은 곳을 보지만 넌 다르지 넌 나밖에 없는데 왜 너 밖에 있는 것만 같은지 공하면 넌 물어 삐쳤니 너 삐지게 했던 적이나 있었니 너 귀여움이 나 침몸이 생기길 네가 다 사랑하는 기적이 내가 없는데 난 너로 가득해 미칠 것 같아 근데 왜 이러는데 왜 밤을 만들어 나 이제 경고해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 나 도대체 내가 뭐야
I swear this could have been my theme tune song as a teenager. All those toxic F boys that treated your heart like.
I swear.
It's like a role reversal here. They're the ones getting treated like the girls back in my teenagehood. Yeah, that whole one-sided love and stringing them along, and yeah, you can feel the anger.
And you know what? Like, it's such a prevalent thing in 2023. That's why I refuse. I'm single and I refuse to date. I'm not going on dating sites. I have a peaceful life and I just see the craziness that goes on, the ghosting, the leading girls on, boys on,
It's never
everything
really
on.
changed, has it? This song's relatable in 2023 as it was in our
2013,
because it's
2014,
still the same
2015.
old story, and it
It is.
happens both ways. I knew, like, I hung around with a lot of guys and girls, and I saw girls playing the guys the same way, like the one,
Exactly.
like, stringing them along. I was never one of
Exactly.
those girls, but I've definitely dated those kind of guys, like
I had such a guilty conscience. If I ever tried, like the minute I knew I didn't like a dude, I broke it off with him. I could not string someone along. I don't think I would
yeah.
be able to sleep at night if I did that. Like I was so like serious about dating. I was like, yeah, no. Like the minute
I
like
was
a
very
dude had a red
cold.
flag.
My friends used to always say that I was like, you could always tell if I liked someone or not because I did not hide it. Everything is up front with me. So I was very
Yeah,
cold to people that I just was not interested in. And if they were trying
same.
to chase me and get out with me, and I was like, dude,
Yeah,
go away.
yeah. I
Unlike
like
those,
ran in the opposite direction. If I didn't like a
yeah.
guy and he chased me, I was gone. Like, push, gone.
Yeah. I've
So
never been part of that whole F boy like thing.
yeah.
I had better things to do. Who wants to waste their time on that nonsense?
Same with cheating. I could never do it. Like I would feel so horrifically rotten inside if I cheated on someone and willingly did it. I could not.
I've always had this like motto that if you want to fool around and be sleeping with other people or messing around, then why are you even dating? Just break up. Because that
Exactly.
person's
Exactly.
clearly not doing it for you if you've got like your eyes on other things.
Exactly. Exactly. It's so easy to break. Well, it's not easy to break up, but it's so much easier to just break up with someone than to just have a circus act going on
Yeah,
in your life where you're like juggling a whole bunch of people. I don't understand it.
exactly. And
So
cheating on someone does forever damage. Ask
it
anyone who's
does.
been cheated on, they will still harbor those insecurities and trust issues 20 years down the line. Like it does damage.
It
Like
does.
maybe I'm just too nice a human, even though I'm sometimes mean, but I can't be bothered with any of that. I don't want to be out the
No.
reason someone has trust issues.
No, exactly. You can't, for me personally, I know some people can work through it, but I cannot. Like, once you cheat on me, you're done.
Yeah,
So,
I got cheated on.
yeah, I got cheated on. We won't talk about that.
Yeah,
So,
we can cry together later.
mhm.
I'll cheer you up now, though, with the fact that BTS are now crying about their toxic girlfriends.
Yeah.
나만의 날 갖고 노는 거야 넌 지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 나만의 날 도대체 내가 뭐야 나만의 날 갖고 노는 거야 넌 지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마
This song definitely translates that feeling of desperation and anger that goes through you when you feel like you are being toyed with somebody romantically. It's like a weird phase. It's like
Yeah.
you don't want to break up with them in case you're overreacting. It's like you doubt yourself and you question everything. Like, is it just me? Am I being really sensitive? Are they really into me or are they playing with me? Like, you get that from this song. You get that feeling. I think the music really goes well with like what the song is about. It's like an angsty feeling. This beat,
Yeah.
it gives you that feeling of like anger across angsty. I
Yeah,
like it.
exactly. Especially where like Jimin's like, get you more. Like you can
Yeah.
feel the pain. You can
Yeah.
feel like you can feel them talking like just like stop torturing me, stop teasing me, stop
Yeah.
gaslighting me, stop, you know.
And even the way it slides into that bridge, it all just fits so well with the lyrics. I like
It
it.
does. They worked so hard on this song. It's amazing.
I like it.
헷갈리게 하지마 연락해줄 연락해줄 너란 여자 분심을 수색중 고작 보내준 게 문자 두세 줄 이게 내가
It can go on my toxic love playlist.
It can. You can write a whole book based on this.
For those who don't know, I'm writing a book called Toxic Love, and so far on the playlist is Phase Me by Wusong, is Back to Me by The Rose, is, what was the next? There was another one.
Isn't that August D one somewhere?
I think so. And then now this one, because they all follow the exact same theme of a toxic romance where only one person is invested and the other one's totally playing with the other. And that's kind of the point of the book. This is going on my Toxic Love playlist, Lou. You've just inspired part of my book.
Yay.
야 바랬던 연애 꿈 바람만장 러브스토리 다 어디 갔나 드라마 나온 주인공들 다 저리 가너 때문에 수백 번 저잡는 머리카락 넌 down 그저 down 너저 빵빵 money 난 내게 money 너보다 네 친구에게 전해든 내 소식 원해 너를 원해 너란 여잔 사기꾼 내 맘을 흔든 범인 우리 붙기 전부터 내 맘 다 쓰고 일방적인 구애들 해봤자 헛수고 너에게 난 그저 연인이 아는 우정 이 편을 쓸지도 몰라 I'm a loser 내가 없는데 난 너로 가득해 미칠 것 같아 근데 왜 이러는데 왜 밤을 만들어 나 이제 경고해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 나 도대체 내가 뭐야
That bridge is so sexy. The more I hear it, I'm like, I love it.
I'm
Just
telling
like
you.
a sexy slide into that chorus. I just like, that is my favorite part of the song. Every time I hear it, just lets me go. If I could play a guitar right now, that would be the part I want to play. I really like it. I like that bit, that slide. That's going to be forever imprinted in my
In your
head.
head.
But I do want to say, boys, sit down and listen to me. Dump the girl. Just dump the girl, okay?
Dump her.
Got you feeling
her
like
ass.
that and you're questioning it. Don't sing about it. Just dump the bitch, okay?
Yeah. There we
Trust
go.
us. We know.
We know. Wisdom comes with age.
날 갖고 노는 거야 너 지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 도대체 내가 뭐야 나만해 날 갖고 노는 거야 너 지금 위험해 왜 나를 시험해 왜 나를 시험해 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마 헷갈리게 하지마
I'm sweating now.
The way the end of that song builds up to that like hyper like anthem type end, it's like the rising anxiety and despair and frustration, and then it just stops. Like that's because they dumped her. Okay,
They did. They dumped her. They ghosted her. Stops like a ghost.
tell you
Silence.
what, Boogaloo. I think I just found one of my new favorite songs.
Yay!
Because you know what I'm like with songs. Like I'll listen to loads and loads of songs and I'll be like, oh, that's a nice song. But then I'll hear a song and I'll suddenly go, oh my God, I love that. Like I did with Phase Me. This is one of them where I'm just like, oh my God, this is now going on my favorite playlist.
Can you see why I was hyped to my voice note to you? I was like, you have to listen to this. Now you understand the hype.
That
So-
sexy slide into that chorus, it did it. I was just like, wow, that song is so raw.
Wow. That's funny.
See, this is when the musician in me comes out. All I have to do is find one thing in a song that makes me go raw.
You're like,
And that song, like in Phase Me, it's Woo-song's actual voice, and then the way the music stops and he goes, "Don't phase me at all." Like it's a total change of pace. And this, it's this slide in, and it's just like down, down. Exactly. It's like, oh, this song is epic.
It is epic. That's
Can
why I
you hear
love it
my
so much.
excitement because I found a new favorite song?
I can see. You're like, well, like, woo.
This is
So-
what I was like when I sent you the Rosie's back to me, and I was like, oh, listen to this song. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I love this song." Yeah, this is now also this is what Lean excited by a song she really likes looks like, okay?
You're like,
Like, I've
"Ooh!"
liked all the other songs, but this is what I was like,
But you
remember
live this one.
Remember Deja came out.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay.
And that's the thing is, like, you don't have to love every BTS song. Like, you can appreciate them, you can like them,
Yeah,
but, like, some songs hook you more than others do. That's the
yeah,
same for me as well. Like, there's some BTS songs I'll happily listen to, and I think, "Oh, that's so cool, I love it, I'll dance." But then there's other songs that I'm, like, totally hooked, and this is one of them, where I'm
yeah.
like, I have to listen
This
to this at least once a week.
this has
So,
definitely hooked me. Like, all the songs we've listened to so far, I've liked them, and I've got them on certain playlists, and I genuinely did like them. But this one's just, like, another level of like. This is on a Leanne's la 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 la
la
like,
la la like list.
yeah. La la
And
la la la.
I just want to say one thing. This is a long reaction, so I'm gonna keep it quick. I just hope BTS never gets married to girls that do this to them. I hope they find really, really sweet, beautiful, amazing girls. And also, let's not tie into the patriarchy here. They don't have to get married and find happiness with a girl. They can find happiness in other ways. But I'm just saying, like, they can like be single, they can whatever their journey is as far as what their like life journey is, I hope they have happiness and smiles. That's all I want from them. So
For real though, Army, watching a song, if you are dating someone, boy, girl,
yeah,
non-gender, that makes you feel like this, that makes you question their affection for you, that makes you second guess and doubt yourself, that is a toxic relationship.
it
Get
is.
out. Run.
Ran,
Trust
ran.
us. What they're
Yes,
telling you in that song, if you feel and you can relate to this, the person you are dating is bad for you and they will leave
exactly.
you with emotional scars. Run.
Yes, BTS is singing about a red
Yes, that
flag
is a
person.
red flag relationship. Get out of it fast.
Ran, ran. Okay, you don't know that song either. So I'm doing BDS stuff. You have no idea what I'm saying. So.
Okay, so that was Danger by BTS, and yes, I actually love it. Excitement
Yay.
is real, and it's going on my playlist for my book, Toxic Love, which means I'm going to have another book with a BTS dedication in it
Yay. That's
because
so
I've
cool.
already got one.
BTS and the Rose dedication.
Yeah, BTS in the Rose. Okay, so that was a reaction to Danger, which is now imprinted in my brain. And we hope you enjoyed that reaction, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.